Well, give all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Makakadash, eldest apostles, men, truth, like-minded ones relating this truth and knowledge. So we know this truth and knowledge. The Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, men in this truth and knowledge, men in this truth on down, like-minded ones teaching this truth and knowledge. So we know this truth and knowledge. And the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahshua put in the spirit of them, so we can know this truth and knowledge. So we can learn this truth and knowledge. We call holy Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Makakadash. Give all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Makakadash. Continuous relating to news. Former Trump lawyer testifies Mike Cohen that relating to hush money case that can implicate Trump. You have a lot of videos relating to banking system risk. A financial crash or a systematic risk rises. So basically, they're giving a warning relating to the financial aspect. Systematically warns, risk ahead, man. And we can see that because you see in these nations, you had two editions relating to Nigeria and some other ones relating to add-on denouncing from the U.S. dollar. I think it's India and Nigeria, I believe, African country, which is now India is part of the BRICS formation. So you see these nations breaking off relating to the dollar. More of them starting to come off relating to getting on board relating to breaking off the dependency of the dollar. So that was a warns of Bank of Canada. Financial crashes, systematic risk rise warns the Bank of Canada, man. So people have high warning relating to that. You have there's a Macquarie Bank in Australia that's going cashless. You know what I mean? That was reports a while ago. So you seeing different things happen. Let me see. Related to the economical system, the system is changing. You know what I mean? I'll just go with different reports. Canada's grappling with devastating wildfires, forced thousands to flee their homes. Relating to that. Scorches over 16,000 acres, over 3,200 residents plus being evacuated relating to the fires relating to in Canada. It's 56 minutes ago. We'll get a quick scripture, 28 in Isaiah 29 and 6. Isaiah 29. And 6. The Lord mighty will come with thunder, earthquake, great noise, windstorm, tempest, flames of devouring fire, which is wildfires. 28 and 2. See, the Lord has one with. See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and destructive wind, like a driving rain, flooding downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground. So these winds, the tempests, the winds, these storms, these wildfires with the wind, these are destructive elements, man, the Lord uses, man. Let's go to, let's continue on. This is reloaded. U.S. literally freaking out as BRICS takes huge steps to dethrone the dollar. So that was Africa reloaded, because they working behind the scenes trying to not just be at the dependency of the dollar, but removing that dollar and breaking the sovereignty and power of that dollar, man. They want to get rid of that dollar, man. These BRIC nations, man.
Okay, Tom, this is the first Let's Go lightning round trip. You got your electrolyte? I'm ready, Bob. Okay, well then let's go.
Okay, Shalak. So you're seeing other news. This relates to Crux. This Crux report here. Manila vows to guard the key sites in the South China Sea. That's the Philippines, man. It's a report here. It's the Crux report 11 hours ago. Because U.S. and the Philippines, they were doing drills and stuff. You had tensions with China as well, the U.S., Taiwan, So that's still a continuation relating to that. There's the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan. That's 11 hours ago. Let me see what other reports they have on this. You also had a constriction draft relating to 18-year-olds in Germany that we require 18 years old, relating to the draft, man. Conscription is pretty much a fancy word for draft for 18-year-olds in Germany, relating to the situation with going continuous relating to in Russia. Let me see right here. That relates to they considering for 18-year-olds in the face relating to the troops. Conscription for 18-year-olds for Germany, and they'll start that process considering in June relating to that. You have this is a Crux report I'm reading. U.S. and Philippines ties are strong as they've been for decades, with soldiers on both sides wrapping the 3-week. This is the joint drills they were talking about. So they're doing it on drills related to the U.S. and the Philippines. China woes Philippines elites near base. U.S. needs to defend Taiwan. Scripture talks about, let me see, let's go to Joel 3. Joel 3 in NIV, let's go there. See what it says. Joel 3 is proclaim, and that makes the announcement among the nations, the Gentiles, prepare for war, rouse your warriors, which are your soldiers. Let all the fighting men draw near and attack. So bring your soldiers up, your fighting men up, man. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. That's agricultural material, turn it into formidable weaponry, man. Let the weak say I'm strong. So the weak is now confident. They're becoming strong. Like these nations, we once were weak, but now we become strong. From a militarily, from weaponry aspect, these nations, ones who weren't as militarily or weaponry aspect and strong, now are, man. Especially relating to nuclear capable, man. So you see in these nations, so even the weak is saying we're strong. The scripture says even the weakling must fight, man. And that goes to the soldiers, man. Let the weakling say, I am strong. Come quickly, all you nations from every side. Assemble there. Bring down your warriors. Your warriors relates to your soldiers, man. Let the nations be roused. Let them advance moving forward in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat is for he has judged. Amagalman means valley of troops, man. And sometimes government relates to powers, man. For I will sit to judge the nations on every side. So these nations are ultimately coming up, gathering together where the Lord can execute judgment upon them, man. To judge all the nations on every side. Swing the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come trample the grapes, for the winepress is full, for the vats overflow. Now that wine represents that blood being squeezed, man. So great is their wickedness, man. So if the harvest is ripe, man, it's ready for judgment, man. Multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near. In the valley of decision, the sun will be darkened and the stars no longer shine. These are signs. The sun becomes like sackcloth. The moon loses its light. The stars fall like constellation, ultimate constellations that's going to fall relating to missiles, because missiles are going to be like stars falling from the sky, man. And you have what's the one? The earth moving like a drunkard to and fro. That means it's moving off its axis, man. It's moving off its axis. It's moving out of place from a great earthquake. Scripture talks about in Revelations, that great earthquake is going to cause by the nuclear missiles, man. That's what that goes to. All right, the Lord will roar from Zion and thunder from Jerusalem. The earth and heavens will tremble, man. But the Lord will be the refuge, which is a safety, a form of protection for his people, a stronghold for his people of Israel. Scripture talks about Psalms, let me go to that real quick. 34. Get it. KJV. That refuge is a form of safety and protection, man. The angels are camped around about them. Those that fear him. Let me get it. That's in Psalms 34 and 7. Yeah, the angels are encamped around about them that fear him. That's his people, man. And to deliver them. That relates to salvation, redemption, man. And that goes to, relating to the elect. The angels are going to gather elect all four corners of the earth. It's all about the elect's sake, man. The elects are the upper echelon relating to that, to the ones being rescued, man. The 1/3 body, but the upper echelon is about the elect, man. That's why the scripture talks about the elect shall be gathered all four corners of the earth. Four corners of the earth, all four perimeters of the earth, man. So we see in these nations, variety of nations relating to preparing and gathering. That that's what that goes to. There was a video relating to global fragmentation. Fragmentation is breaking into divided parts, man. We'll get that definition. We'll see the video relating to that. What is global fragmentation, man? Global trade fragmentation is the form of an increase in trade barriers, higher trade policies, uncertainty could lead to significant reduction in global output. And that goes to really scarcity, man. In long terms, with low-income countries will likely be affected because of the lack of resources, means related to those low incomes. They will be most highly affected and most highly impacted relating to that. Let's continue on with that. What is the meaning of trade fragmentation? This is a video related to, because you've seen a lot of videos talking about the dollar, you know what I mean, the decline of the US dollar, the USD, which is the United States dollar, or the fiat currency. You're seeing that. So fragmentation, also known as trade of parts, materials, and accessories, the result from different firms manufacturing component parts rather than finish them, with materials being assembled elsewhere as a final product, so they're being produced other places, man. And this country is a consumer, not a producer, man. You know what I mean? It consumes more than anything. You know what I mean? It takes other countries; they have to produce it, and we just consume it, man. You know what I mean? So. Let's get some more news. China accused of targeting citizens abroad for political activism. China is targeting citizens studying abroad for political activism. Rights Amnesty International Monday, some students reported harassment of family members back home. China does not tolerate political dissidents and has used sophisticated tech tools as well as intimidation to crack down on domestic protesters and activists. And Beijing curbs or political activism, increase expanding abroad in forms of transnational repression. Amnesty International said in a report, citing interviews with dozens of students in 8 European and North American countries. You had a black guy in UK, Nottingham Square. He was arrested for calling himself the JEW, man. For just calling himself that. Proclaiming that, announcing that, man. So you're seeing these nations going against the protesters, the activism, going against the narrative, you know what I mean, going against the system. So Big Brother, you know, China using technology and different things to crack down on these, what they would deem as oppositional threats, man. Go to 2 Ezra 15 and 16. Second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition. Sedition goes to insurrection, violent uprising, civil unrest, commotion, disturbances, civil upheavals among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So the course of the actions of the people who going against the kings and princes. They taking a course of action, put it in their hands against the what? Kings and princes, man. That's the ones of authority. Whether it's China, whether it's here in the United States, whether it's in Canada, whether it's in France, whether it's in Germany, whether it's in a variety of respected areas, man. You have an eruption volcano in Indonesia. Mount Ibu erupts, spewing ashes. It's a report there. You have it in the front, let me see. You got tornadoes move against areas of western Pennsylvania, like Pittsburgh area, EF2 tornadoes. You have a system that's moving up the Panhandle of Florida, Tallahassee, Jacksonville area. Tornado. You know what I mean? I read the scripture relating to the tempest, the winds, devouring fire. Isaiah 28:2, Isaiah 29:6. You know, you see these storm systems, tornadoes, winds, different tornadoes, windstorms, different types of storms moving across the country, man. These is up in the western Pennsylvania area, Pittsburgh. Venetia, Pennsylvania. It's going towards Pittsburgh area, outside of Pittsburgh. What else? Texas flooding. This is that storm system moving across, hitting Florida. Pairs of storms renew risk of flooding from Texas to Florida this week. So it's a system that, you know, the Lord is beginning to visit the earth which He has made, man. Let me see something. So this was just a few reports relating to that. This was relating to Florida. Tornadoes are possible. I-10. Florida flood risk increases. So that being said, this is just something reports real quick relating to the news. I want to give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakakadash. I hope it helps relating to information and other things. This is Zayah Wolf Shalom.